This lap is like the first sip of your morning coffee, waking up the sensors, priming the engines.
Yeah, it's about syncing up with the machine, getting that perfect harmony between driver and car. It's like a prelude to a symphony that's about to unfold on the track.
In these sessions, they're not just pushing the car's limits, but their own too. Testing their mettle, seeing how far they can go before the big dance.
Exactly. It's a mental game as much as a physical one. Balancing aggression with precision, daring with data. It's an art and a science.
Ever heard the pit crew chat about wheel camber? Sounds like a dance move, but trust me, it's all car talk.
Haha, yeah, camber is the angle of the wheel relative to the road. A bit of negative camber, where the top of the tire leans inwards, can give more grip in the corners. But too much and you're looking at premature wear on the inside of the tire. It's a balancing act, and each track requires its own setting.
Chris Ilduke is on the outlap, not just warming up the tires, but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
There's the first flying lap for Bob Shotton, hitting 0:48.476. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
There goes Chris Ilduke on their first dance with Daytona Tri-Oval. Every bend, every straight is a chance to learn, to adapt.
Yep, and it's about syncing with the car too, making sure everything's in harmony. It's like tuning an instrument before a big concert.
Number 99 crosses the line with their first fly, clocking a 0:46.912. They're getting to grips with Daytona Tri-Oval, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Bob Shotton has a best lap time of 0:48.333. Puppy Dog from Hell has a best lap time of 0:49.134. Alright, Renault 99 has put down a 0, 46.942. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Cup 90 Buick Regal.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
Mate, some folks wonder why these drivers spend so much time in practice. But it's just like prepping a barbie. You gotta get it right before the big show.
Exactly. Rob, practice makes perfect, and in racing, perfect can be the difference between pole position and the back of the grid.
Bob Shotton posted a 0:48.918 in their last lap. How will they do on this one? Chris Duke's first fly is a solid start, clocking in at 0:48.562. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Just 163 minutes left before we move to qualification. There is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Bob Shotton posted 0:48.619 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Chris Duke crosses the line with their first fly, clocking a 0:48.612. They're getting to grips with Daytona Tri-Oval, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
There's the first flying lap for Renault 99, hitting 0:46.870. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Alright, Bob Shotton has put down a 0:48.238. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Cup 90 Oldsmobile.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
It's a bit like looking for water in the outback. These drivers are searching for that sweet rhythm where everything just clicks.
Spot on. It's that elusive flow state. When everything syncs up, the car, the track, the driver, that's when magic happens.
Hey Hal, you reckon these drivers ever get tired of going round and round during practice?
Well, Rob, repetition is the key. Every lap gives you data, insights, and an edge over the competition.
Renault 99's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 0:46.937. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Bob Shotton has a best lap time of 0:48.238. Sunrider is out there, taking it slow and steady on the outlap. This lap is like the calm before the storm, a moment of zen before pushing the limits.
That's right. It's about understanding the track's personality today, a Euro. Each day, each lap can tell a different story, especially at a track like Daytona Tri-Oval.
Renault 99 has a best lap time of 0:46.794. Superman is getting to grips with the Cup 90 Pontiac Grand Prix in this practice session. And away goes Megasaurus 55, charging down turn 2 like a bull at a gate. This lap's where they set the tone for the session.
Indeed, Rob. It's about laying down the marker, seeing how the car responds when they dial everything up to 11. They're testing the waters, but also setting their own benchmarks.
Duke posted a 0:48.314 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? You ever think about what's ticking inside a driver's noggin during these laps?
All the time. It's a mix of analyzing, strategizing, and adapting. Every corner, every straight is a puzzle, and they're trying to solve it at full speed.
Now, here's a term some might not be familiar with: roll bar stiffness. Sounds technical, doesn't it?
It does, but in essence, it's about how the car reacts to lateral forces, especially during cornering. Adjusting the roll bar can change how the car behaves mid-corner. A softer setting can be more forgiving, but a stiffer one might give the driver a quicker response, albeit with less margin for error.
Bob Shotton posted 0:51.920 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? With just 153 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Sunrider's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 24.523. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Renault 99's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 0:46.938. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Megasaurus 55 crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 0:48.222. They're getting to grips with Daytona Tri-Oval, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Sunrider has a best lap time of 0:48.053. There's the first flying lap for Megasaurus 55, hitting 0:48.662. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Bob Shotton has a best lap time of 0:48.238. It's all about finding that sweet spot during these sessions. Like tuning a didgeridoo, but way faster.
Haha, and a lot noisier. But you're right. In Indy, we fine tune until it feels just right. Every lap here is a step towards perfection.
Alright, Sunrider has put down a 0:48.211. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Cup 90 Ford Thunderbird.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
Bob Shotton's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 0:48.488. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Chris Duke's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 0:54.315. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Superman posted 0:47.928 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Bob Shotton crosses the line with their first fly, clocking a 0:52.728. They're getting to grips with Daytona Trio, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
There's the first flying lap for Superman, hitting 0:47.888. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Bob Shotton has a best lap time of 0:48.238. Mate, these drivers aren't just burning rubber for the fun of it. They're chasing the ghost, that perfect lap that's always just out of reach.
Absolutely. Back in my racing days, I used to call it chasing the dragon. It's that feeling when you know there's still a little more in the tank, a fraction of a second to be found.
The engines are revving up and the drivers are ready to hit the gas pedal for this qualifying session at Daytona Tri-Oval.
We're about to witness some serious heart as they battle it out for a chance at the front of the starting grid.
Chris Ilduke is on their out lap. What a performance from Superman. They currently occupy third on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot?
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Superman has done a fantastic job to claim third. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
Outstanding display from Renault 99 in this qualification session. They have been on fire, putting in blistering lap times, and Renault 99 has completed their out lap. Renault 99 has completed their out lap. Incredible drive by Mike Muggy has completed their out lap. And there goes Puppy Dog from Hell, currently in position 6. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result. Dominant display by Renault 99 in this qualifying session. They have put in a stunning lap time and find themselves at the top of the leaderboard. The other drivers will have their work cut out. Renault 99 has just completed a lap in 46.799. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. A strong showing from Puppy Dog from Hell as they currently sit in 7th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
Great analysis, Rob. Puppy Dog from Hell has shown excellent pace to secure 7th. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position to their advantage in the race.
Puppy Dog from Hell has completed their first flying lap in 0:49.383. Impressive work from Chris Ilduke, who has claimed 5th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Looks like Puppy Dog from Hell needs to put the pedal to the metal. That last lap times landed them in 8th. Not where they'd want to be, especially with the session ticking away.
True, Rob. It's all about incremental gains. Every 10th of a second counts, and they've got to squeeze every bit of performance out of that Cup 90 Chevy Lumina.
There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Looks like Chris Duke is making a statement, securing a spot in 5th.
Yep, Rob, but there's always room for improvement. Smooth, consistent laps might just be the key to climbing even higher before this session wraps up.
A solid performance from Sunrider as they currently hold position 4. However, with the session coming to, Sunrider's really showing what they're made of, landing in 4th during this nail-biting session.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about precision and nerve in qualifying. Every millisecond can make a difference on the grid. Let's see if they can squeeze out even more speed.
It's an impressive showing by Superman, currently in 3rd. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? There's a real buzz in the air as Superman secures 3rd.
Right you are, Rob. They've put themselves in a solid spot, but they can't let up now. Staying smooth and focused is key to shaving off those extra fractions.
Currently in 8th, Puppy Dog from Hell has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. Puppy Dog from Hell's latest lap at 0:48.585 isn't cutting the mustard. They're sitting in 8th, which means there's a fair bit of ground to make up.
Yeah, Rob, it's a decent time, but in this game, decent won't get you to the podium. They'll need to dig deeper and find some extra pace.
Bob Shotton has secured a respectable 6th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? It's a stellar performance from Bob Shotton, clinching 5th.
They're in a great spot, Rob, but in qualifying, complacency can be your worst enemy. They need to keep pushing the limits while staying cool under pressure.
Performance by Renault 99 so far. They have been the benchmark in this qualification session, consistently setting fast lap times and securing the top spot. It's a commanding the Renault 99 will be happy having put themselves in the first in this qualifying session.
Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
What a performance from Superman. They currently occupy 3rd on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot? With Superman now sitting pretty in 3rd, they have got to be feeling good.
True, but in the world of racing, good isn't always good enough. They've got to keep their eye on the prize and aim for perfection on every turn.
There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. great effort and currently hold 6th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? Incredible drive by Sunrider so far, earning him 4th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? A strong showing from Chris Duke as they currently sit in 6th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. A solid qualifying performance by Sunrider, positioning them in 4th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners. Looks like Sunrider is making a statement, securing a spot in 4th.
Yeah, Rob, but there's always room for improvement. Smooth, consistent laps might just be the key to climbing even higher before this session wraps up.
A solid performance. There's a real buzz in the air as Superman secures 3rd.
Right you are, Rob. They've put themselves in a solid spot, but they can't let up now. Staying smooth and focused is key to shaving off those extra fractions. It may be difficult for them to improve further on that. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
Puppy Dog from Hell has positioned themselves well in 8th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
Absolutely, Rob. Puppy Dog from Hell has put in a remarkable effort to secure 8th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
Puppy Dog from Hell's last lap at 0:48.608 has them languishing in 8th. Time slipping away, and they need to find some magic on the track.
Absolutely, Rob. It's crunch time, and they've got to push that Cup 90 Chevy Lumina beyond its limits if they want to claw back into the top 5.
Impressive work from Bob Shotton, who has claimed 6th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure, pushing for an even better starting position.
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Bob Shotton's current position of 6th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Bob Shotton has some work to do as that 0:48.786 is only good enough for 6th. It's an impressive showing by Megasaurus 55, currently in 7th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? Megasaurus 55's got their work cut out for them in 7th. Perhaps adjusting the gear ratios for better acceleration could help knock off a few tenths.
You're on the money, Rob. On a track with this many tight turns, quicker acceleration out of the corners could be key to a faster lap time.
Chris Duke has secured a respectable 5th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? What a performance from Superman. They currently occupy 3rd on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot? Superman's really showing what they're made of, landing in 3rd during this nail-biting session.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about precision and nerve in qualifying. Every millisecond can make a difference on the grid. Let's see if they can squeeze out even more speed. Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
Impressive display by Chris Duke, currently sitting in position 5. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Chris Duck has done a fantastic job to claim 5th. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
Chris Duke will be happy having put themselves into 5th in this qualifying session.
It may be difficult for them to improve further on that. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
And there goes Superman, currently in position 3. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result.
You're spot on, Rob. Superman's current position of 3rd is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
Stellar performance from Superman, clinching 3rd.
They're in a great spot, Rob, but in qualifying, complacency can be your worst enemy. They need to keep pushing the limits while staying cool under pressure. Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
Looks like Superman is making a statement, securing a spot in 3rd.
Yep, Rob, but there's always room for improvement. Smooth, consistent laps might just be the key to climbing even higher before this session wraps up.
There's a little bit of wind in the air today here at Daytona Tri-Oval, as we're getting ready to get things underway. Renault 99 has got the inside track starting from pole position. On the second grid slot we have Muggy. At 3rd, we have the one and only Superman. Watch out for Sunrider, starting from the 4th grid position in today's race.
But they're going to have to be quick out of the blocks if they want to keep up with the top performers.
Chris Duke is holding down the fort in 5th place.
A strong grid position, and they'll be expecting a solid result today.
The 6th starting position belongs to Bob Shotton, who will be looking to make up ground early on. Sitting in 7th is Megasaurus 55.
Megasaurus 55 will have wanted a better start than 7th.
Puppy Dog from Hell is placed in 8th.
The Jamaican driver has been driving the wheels off the Cup 90 Chevy Lumina in practice.
The formation lap is underway as the safety car leads the drivers out through the first lap.
You can feel the tension rise as we get ready to start the race.
As the drivers make their way around the formation lap, tensions are high and excitement is palpable.
This is the moment where they need to stay focused and keep their cool.
Every move they make, the green signals the start of a rip snorter of a race. As they jockey about, it's all about not chucking a wobbly under pressure.
These opening moments can make or break a driver's race. Strategy and skill are key to navigating this intense start.
As we watch the drivers fight it out in the first lap, I can already feel that this is going to be an epic race. Establishing an early advantage will be crucial to the outcome of this race.
Well, butter my cornbread. Bob Schotten's playing it cool and steady. Maybe they're just enjoying the beautiful Daytona International Speedway here at Daytona Tri-Oval. Can't blame them.
Bit of a cruisy start for Superman, just filling out the track at Daytona Tri-Oval. You know, like a dingo sussing out the lay of the land.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this race unfolds.
The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake in the first lap.
The first lap can always be a bit of a bun fight as everyone tries to establish themselves. It's easy for inexperienced racers to blow it in T1.
Look at that, they're trading places in every turn, a constant game of cat and mouse. Each driver knows one mistake could cost him dearly. Well, that's an unexpected descent. Sunrider finds themselves repositioned at 5th.
Definitely, but Sunrider is a skilled driver, and they have what it takes to fight back and regain that position.
The tension is palpable. These drivers are showing tremendous respect for each other while going all out. It's a masterclass in clean, hard racing. Oh, the pressure is intense. These three drivers are displaying incredible skill and determination. It's like a high-speed chess match out there.
You're absolutely right, Rob. The different strategies employed by these drivers add another layer of excitement. It's fascinating to see how they adapt their approach to gain a competitive edge.
They're going for the same piece of tarmac. Sparks are flying as they battle for position, daring each other to brake later and go deeper into the corners.
You said it, Rob. The different lines they're taking demonstrate their strategic thinking. It's fascinating to see how they adapt their approaches to gain an advantage.
Braking development. Blindly, Chris Duke's just thrown another shrimp on the barbie of mishaps. This one's burned.
Holy smokes. Chris Duke's serving up some backyard barbecue with that smoke show. Just missing the ribs.
The gap between Sunrider and Chris Duke is razor thin as they vie for 4th in this nail-biting contest.
Oi, Rob. Wouldn't want to be in Chris Duke's shoes right now, would y'all? Talk about a pressure cooker situation.
Wow, Muggy is really pushing it. They're coming up fast. Braking development. The safety car is in play.
Let's not forget about the physical challenge of driving behind the safety car. The drivers need to keep their tires and brakes up to temperature to be ready to attack when the safety car comes in.
It's a real test of skill and endurance for these drivers, but that's why they're the best in the business. Let's see how this plays out. Green flag. Hold on a second. Looks like Chris Duke is coming into the pits early. Now is that to serve a penalty or have they picked up some damage during the start? It's all systems go for Chris Duke, marking their territory in the 7th. Chris Duke's ripping it up out there, going harder than a roo on a trampoline and leaving Puppy Dog from hell in their wake.
Well, butter my biscuit. Chris Duke is holding the reins tight, ain't giving Puppy Dog from hell a chance to get ahead.
Incident alert. The safety car is out on the track and the drivers are slowing down to keep their positions.
This is where strategy comes into play. Do you pit now and risk losing track position, or do you stay out and hope for a quick end to the safety car period?
It's a tough call for the teams and drivers to make. Sometimes, I feel the strategy behind these races is deeper than a conversation at 3 a.m. in an outback pub.
You're telling me. It's like planning a family reunion in a small southern town. You've got to consider who's coming, who's feuding, and who's gonna cause a ruckus. Then prepare for it all to change in a heartbeat.
Safety car is still leading the field after several laps.
This is really putting the drivers to the test, having to stay focused and ready to pounce at a moment's notice.
It can be tough to keep your adrenaline pumping when you're driving at slower speeds, but they can't afford to lose their concentration.
It's also a challenge for the teams. They have to keep their drivers calm and focused despite the frustration of being stuck behind the safety car.
Anyone who says that Assetto Corsa Friends is not the best racing club on the planet is clearly insane. The quality of driving we're seeing out there on the track is absolutely phenomenal. Hold it for, hold the phone, rev your engines, folks. We're back to full throttle racing. Megasaurus 55 wants to get into Superman slipstream. This is what separates the best from the rest. These drivers are demonstrating their racecraft, searching for any weakness to exploit. It's a true test of skill. What a tight spot for Bob Shotton. They have Superman right on their tail 0.1 seconds away, and Renover 99 just inches away with a gap of 0.2 seconds. It's a true test of their racecraft. The battle is on for Bob Shotton. They're sandwiched between two rivals, Superman 0.1 seconds away and Renover 99 0.2 seconds ahead. It's a true test of their racecraft.
You're right on the money, Rob. Bob Shotton is caught between two becoming rivals, and the gaps to the cars ahead and behind add an extra layer of complexity.
Stop the press. Bob Shotton's duffed it up. They're gonna need more than a coldie to forget that one. It's a close race between Puppy Dog from Hell and Sunrider in 6th. Blimey, Renover 99 is dragging a bit. If they were any slower, they'd be going backwards. Chris Ilduke's having a field day out there. Fantastic racing on show here today, and it's not just the top drivers who are impressing us. Even the drivers at the back of the pack are putting up a good fight, battling it out for every position.
It's a testament to the level of competition at Assetto Corsa Friends. Even the smallest mistake can cost you valuable seconds, or even lead to a crash. But these drivers are up to the challenge, and they're giving it their all. It's clear that Assetto Corsa Friends really is the place to be for top quality racing.
3 cars, 3 different racing strategies. One driver is defending, while the other 2 are relentlessly attacking. Who will come out on top? Hold your breath, folks. These drivers are showing exceptional car control, threading the needle through tight corners. It's a battle for supremacy.
You're absolutely right, Rob. The level of respect these drivers have for each other while pushing their limits is commendable. It's a testament to their professionalism and love for the sport.
They're going side by side, door handle to door handle. This is as close as it gets, folks. Who will have the courage to outbrake the others? A tough moment for Chris Ilduke, who has just lost a place, dumping them down to 3rd. This is wheel-to-wheel racing at its finest. The drivers are practically glued together as they fight for every inch of track. It's a battle you don't want to miss.
Exactly, Rob. It's like a high-stakes chess match on wheels. These drivers are analyzing every move and trying to anticipate their opponent's next move. It's a true test of their mental acuity.
3 cars in perfect formation, creating a moving train on the circuit. They're using the slipstream to gain an advantage, but who will make the decisive move? Hang on, has Chris Ilduke just played their wild card? They're lounging at 3rd now.
That's got to be frustrating. But Chris Ilduke is a skilled driver, and they have what it takes to battle their way back up the field.
Reminds me of 2 wombats fighting for the best burrow. Close, intense, and unpredictable.
Oh, this is gripping. With every lap, Muggy's drawing closer to that lead spot. They're both battling tire to tire.
If I were the leader, I'd be checking my mirrors every blink of an eye. The gap between Chris Hill, Duke, and Muggy is fading faster than the last rays of the outback sun. Superb driving from Chris Hill, Duke, who with that overtake has gained a position in the race.
Well, slap my knee and call it a jamboree. Chris Hill Duke's putting on a masterpiece, storming into second.
3 cars, 3 different lines. They're jockeying for position, looking for any opportunity to make a move. A great moment for Megasaurus 55, who has just gained a place and moved up the standings. Huge shout out to the admins at Assetto Corsa friends for making this all possible. Without their hard work and dedication, we wouldn't be able to witness this incredible event.
That's right, Rob, and the excitement is palpable. I can feel it in my circuits. I mean, this is the kind of race that people will be talking about in the bar. We're witnessing history in the making.
The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this.
Hot diggity. Superman's on Megasaurus 55's tail tighter than bark on a tree. As they zoom into turn 1, I'm on the edge of my seat.
They're giving it everything they've got. It's a battle of nerves as they push the limits of adhesion, going wheel to wheel in a thrilling display of racing prowess.
Absolutely, Rob. The intensity of this battle is unmatched. These drivers are leaving no room for error and showcasing their exceptional racing skills.
Look at that. They're trading places in every turn, a constant game of cat and mouse. Each driver knows one mistake could cost them dearly. Here's the thing about racing. Sometimes, it's not just about speed. It's about pressure, mind games, and this, right here, is a masterclass from Muggy. Sticking so close to the leader, making him constantly aware of the imminent threat.
Spot on. It's like a shark circling its prey. The leader knows it, we know it, and by the looks of it, Muggy is ready for the kill.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Chris Hill Duke is right on the heels of Superman, and we're in for a wild ride. Muggy is locked in, mate. It's like watching a kangaroo chasing down the last bit of green in the outback. Every move is calculated, every turn precise.
You said it, Rob. Over here, it'd be like a quarterback eyeing that end zone in the final seconds. Muggy is hungry for that top spot, and you can feel it.
It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while. Seems like Muggy is getting in range of Renault 99. The action is non-stop as Chris Hill Duke shadows Superman through every twist and turn, determined to claim fifth.
You know what they say, keep your friends close, and your racing rivals even closer. Looks like Chris Hill Duck is taking that advice to heart today.
G'day viewers, if you're just tuning in, you've picked a ripper of a moment. Muggy is in second and they're tailgating the leader. This is edge of your seat stuff.
You bet, Rob. It's like the leader's got a drop bear in the rear-view mirror, lurking, waiting for that perfect moment to drop. Muggy is surely smelling opportunity here.
Braking alert, the safety car is out on track, bringing the pack under control as we deal with some debris on the circuit.
This could be an opportunity for some drivers to pit ahead of the pack.
Of course, the safety car can really shake up the race order. Drivers need to stay alert and be ready to react as soon as we get the green light.
It's a tricky balance. They don't want to waste too much time behind the safety car, but they also don't want to burn out their tires too quickly trying to catch up.
I've been going over some historical stats, and the lap records at Daytona Tri-Oval have been shattered so many times.
It's a testament to the ever-evolving world of motorsport. What was once considered fast becomes the norm, and drivers and engineers are always pushing the envelope.
The safety car is pulling into the pits, and we are moments away from going back to green flag racing. Hold on to your seats. This is getting exciting. Can Superman pull off a late charge and gain a position?
Now, if you notice, Megasaurus 55 is shifting that weight balance just right, cutting off the corners, making it a tight squeeze for Superman.
Look at this, Bob Shotton is practically drafting off Puppy Dog from hell. With the gap this small, turn 1 is going to be a real test.
The chase between Bob Shotton and Puppy Dog from hell is like a high-speed game of tag. The stakes are much higher.
Megasaurus 55 wants to close the gap with Superman.
Can they make it past without taking the paint off?
Now isn't this a show? Bob Shotton's gotten the bit between their teeth, and they're reeling in Puppy Dog from hell. Look at him weave and bob through turn 5, folks. Wow, it's a close race for 4th. Superman is ahead with Megasaurus 55 right on their tail with a gap of only 0.1 seconds. Oh, things are getting intense for Superman. They're sandwiched between Megasaurus 55 and Sunrider, navigating this high-speed battleground. The gap to the car ahead is 0.2 seconds, while the car behind is only 0.1 seconds away.
I'm on the same page, Rob. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind provide valuable context to understand the challenges faced by Superman. It's a constant juggling act, and they need to seize the right moment to gain an advantage.
Things are heating up as Sunrider closes in on Megasaurus 55. The gap between them is down to practically nothing. Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. Bob Shotton is sniffing around Puppy Dog from hell like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of 7th. Talk about intense. Sunrider is on Megasaurus 55's bumper. We're in for a treat as they approach turn 2.
Mate, if I had $1 for every time Sunrider looked like overtaken, I'd be sipping mojitos on the beach right now.
It's a game of inches now as Bob Shotton tails Puppy Dog from hell closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake. The adrenaline is pumping as Sunrider gets within striking distance of Megasaurus 55 in their race for 4th. This is what racing is all about, folks. 3 fearless drivers pushing their machines to the absolute limit, inches apart. It's a nail-biting showdown between these 3 drivers. They're nose to tail, pushing their limits in every corner.
Spot on, Rob. This constant back and forth battle is keeping everyone on the edge of their seats. One small mistake could have severe consequences for any of these drivers.
Someone should tell Megasaurus 55 his ain't a Sunday drive. Sunrider's tearing up the track. Now that's how it's done. Sunrider rips through the track, while Megasaurus 55 watches the tail lights fade. Megasaurus 55 is giving it their all as they chase down Superman in P4. This is what it's all about, folks. Sunrider is in hot pursuit of Superman, who's just trying to stay ahead. Bloody Ripper. Sunrider's just made Superman look like they're on a Sunday drive with that scorcher of a lap. Struth. If Bob Shotton gets any closer to Puppy Dog from hell, they'll be asking to share a meat pie. Watch them duel it out at front stretch.
Watch out now. Bob Shotton's edging ever closer to Puppy Dog from hell. They'll be wheel to wheel by the time they reach front stretch.
It's a thrilling pursuit as Sunrider is right behind Superman, keeping the pressure on for 3rd place.
Should things go awry, Sunrider and Superman might find themselves giving a whole new meaning to the term tandem drifting, though I doubt they'd enjoy it as much as the spectators.
This is what high-octane racing looks like. Bob Shotton is breathing down the neck of Puppy Dog from hell, not giving him any room to relax. Where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory?
With Sunrider on the hunt, Superman better not blink. Every split second counts in this tango.
The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown? This is what racing is all about. 2 fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit. It's a steady race for Sunrider so far. They haven't made any mistakes, and they are maintaining their focus. Alright, hold your horses. Bob Shotton is really putting the heat on Puppy Dog from Hell. If I were Puppy Dog from Hell, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop. It's like Sunrider has saved all their energy for this final stretch. Even though Muggy is a fair way behind Renault 99, they can't afford to let their guard down. Renault 99 is still vulnerable to mistakes. It's all over. Renault 99 has claimed victory in this race with a stunning drive that will be remembered for years to come. Clearly at the top of their game right now. Muggy never gave up. They drove with heart and determination, ultimately securing a well-deserved second-place finish.
Impressive performance. They pushed themselves to the limit for a fantastic second-place finish.
That was an outstanding performance from Superman. They fought hard and took the final spot on the podium. Sunrider, Megasaurus 55, Chris Iljuk, and Puppy Dog from Hell claim 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Taking 8th is Bob Shotton. You've joined us on a breezy day here at Daytona Tri-Oval, as we're getting ready to kick things off. Bob Shotton is on pole. The formation lap is underway as the safety car leads the drivers out through the first lap.
You can feel the tension rise as we get ready to start the race.
As watch the drivers roll round on the formation lap, let's remember it's not just about the drivers. The teams will be monitoring their cars closely, making sure everything is running smoothly.
It's a high-pressure situation and a
Green flag, green flag.
These opening strides? Well, they're like the first notes of a country ballad. Set the tone right, and the crowd will be singing your praises. Get it wrong, and, well, it's a tough act to follow.
Is there a better sight than a field of elite racing drivers battling for position? The stewards will be hoping that there aren't too many incidents for them to pick over when the dust settles on this one. I think passing is going to be difficult today here at Daytona Tri-Oval, so it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers get on.
There are a few drivers with a point to prove, and a few with some grudges to bear. Will we see a clean race today?
Talk about being caught in the middle. Puppy Dog from Hell is sandwiched between their rivals. Chris Hill Duke 0.2 seconds behind, Bob Shotton 0.2 seconds ahead. The battle for position is on. It's a challenging situation for Puppy Dog from Hell. They're sandwiched between their fierce competitors. Chris Hill Duke 0.2 seconds away, Bob Shotton 0.2 seconds ahead. They'll need to stay sharp and find an opportunity to make a move. The crowd is on their feet, roaring with excitement. It's an all-out war between these three drivers. Who will emerge victorious? Your guess is as good as mine.
Absolutely, Rob. The energy in the crowd is electric, and it's no wonder why. These drivers are leaving it all on the track, fighting tooth and nail for victory. It's anyone's guess who will come out on top.
The tension is palpable. These drivers are showing tremendous respect for each other while going around. It's a masterclass in clean, hard racing. Hold your breath, folks. These drivers are showing exceptional car control, threading the needle through tight corners. It's a battle for supremacy. Oh, the pressure is intense. These three drivers are displaying incredible skill and determination. It's like a high-speed chess match out there.
No doubt about it, Rob. The battle for supremacy between these drivers is fierce. The way they navigate through those tight corners is a testament to their skill and determination.
This is what separates the best from the rest. These drivers are demonstrating their racecraft, searching for any weakness to exploit. It's a true test of skill. Nothing has a battle in their hands front stretch with Renault 99 hogging their tail. Great driving from Muggy, who has just gained a place and moved up to 6th. What a move, Muggy has moved up to 3rd. 3 cars in perfect formation, creating a moving train on the circuit. They're using the slipstream to gain an advantage, but who will make the decisive move? This is wheel-to-wheel racing at its finest. The drivers are practically glued together as they fight for every inch of track. It's a battle you don't want to miss. Talk about pressure. Megasaurus 55 is caught in the middle, feeling the heat from both Superman and Chris Ilduke.
Absolutely, Rob. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind are like windows of opportunity for Megasaurus 55. They need to assess the timing and make their moves wisely to maximize their chances.
Now, this is a challenging position for Megasaurus 55, stuck between a rock and a hard place, with Superman closing in 0.1 seconds behind, Chris Ilduke just ahead with a gap of 0.1 seconds. 3 cars, 3 different lines. They're jockeying for position, looking for any opportunity to make a move.
Absolutely thrilling, Rob. The level of car control these drivers possess is exceptional. They're towing the line between maximum speed and maintaining control, making for a captivating spectacle.
They're going for the same piece of tarmac. Sparks are flying as they battle for position, daring each other to brake later and go deeper into the corners. Buckle up, Puppy Dog from Hell is all over Muggy like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action?
Well, bless my heart. Puppy Dog from Hell is shadowing Muggy so closely, it's like they're hitched together. Keep an eye on them as they whip through front stretch.
They're going side by side, door handle to door handle. This is as close as it gets, folks. Who will have the courage to outbrake the others? Now, that's what I'm talking about. Puppy Dog from Hell is probably nipping at Muggy's heels. Are they thinking of making a lunge? Only time will tell.
If things go wrong between Puppy Dog from Hell and Muggy, they could be exchanging more than just paint, like maybe a strongly worded post-race chat.
Megasaurus 55 seems to be putting the pressure on Muggy.
To achieve anything in this game, you must be prepared to dabble in the boundary of disaster.
It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other. Look at that gap. It's smaller than the difference between Vegemite and Marmite at this point. Chris Ilduke in 2nd is giving the leader no room to breathe.
Mate, it's so close. I reckon Chris Ilduke can tell what brand of deodorant the leader's wearing. The next few laps are going to be pure, unadulterated racing magic.
Here's some action. Sunrider's tailgating Bob shot so close, it's like they're sharing the same set of wheels as they near front stretch.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Sunrider is giving Bob Shotton a run for their money. Things are gonna get spicy as they round front stretch.
It's a tight race with Bob Shotton in 4th, just managing to stay ahead of Sunrider in 5 by a margin of 0.2 seconds.
Man, Bob Shotton's defense is tighter than a quarterback sneak in the final seconds.
Righto, and here, it's looking like a cricket bowler defending the last wicket. They're giving it everything they've got. It's a battle of nerves as they push the limits of adhesion, going wheel to wheel in a thrilling display of racing prowess.
Absolutely, Rob. The slipstream plays a crucial role in these battles. The drivers are using every trick in the book to gain an advantage while constantly evaluating when to make their move.
And Megasaurus 55 is having to make the Cup 90 view agreement as wide as possible to try and keep Puppy Dog from Hell behind them.
Reminds me of the Friday night dances back home. Megasaurus 55 is trying to lead the dance, but Puppy Dog is stepping on those heels.
Incredible, Megasaurus 55 is caught in a fierce battle, Puppy Dog from Hell breathing down their neck 0.1 seconds away, and Muggy just ahead with a gap of 0.1 seconds. It's a test of their racing skills.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind provide valuable information for Megasaurus 55. They need to assess the situation and use the gaps strategically to plan their moves.
The battle is on for Megasaurus 55. They're sandwiched between two rivals, Puppy Dog from Hell 0.1 seconds away and Muggy 0.1 seconds ahead. It's a true test of their racecraft.
Couldn't agree more, Rob. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind create a dynamic situation for Megasaurus 55. They must carefully manage their position while being mindful of potential overtaking opportunities.
This is a thrilling moment in the race, with Megasaurus 55 and Paul defending their position with everything they've got. But Puppy Dog from Hell is relentless, and the gap is less than 0.1 seconds. It's anyone's position at this point. The crowd is on their feet, roaring with excitement. It's an all-out war between these three drivers. Who will emerge victorious? Your guess is as good as mine. It's a nail-biting showdown between these three drivers. They're nose to tail, pushing their limits in every corner.
Couldn't agree more, Rob. This wheel-to-wheel racing is what fans live for. The determination and tenacity shown by these drivers to gain even the smallest advantage is simply awe-inspiring.
No room for error here. Sunrider is breathing down the neck of Puppy Dog from Hell, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move.
They say rubbing is racing, but if Sunrider gets too close, they might end up trading carbon fiber souvenirs instead of positions.
With that gap, Muggy's practically drafting off Puppy Dog from Hell, eh?
Exactly. They're so close, it's like they're sharing the same race line.
Heartbreak for Puppy Dog from Hell as they slip down the field. Oh dear, Puppy Dog from Hell has dropped down to 8th.
Races are full of ups and downs, kinda like my Aunt Patty's porch swing. Puppy Dog from Hell bounced back, no doubt about it.
And we have the safety car out, which means the drivers need to be extra cautious now.
It's a real game changer, with drivers needing to adjust their strategies and try to find ways to gain an advantage.
It's also a bit of a break for the drivers, giving them a chance to catch their breath and regroup before the action can hold the thought, hold the front, and the race is back underway. The safety car period is behind us, and the drivers are eager to get back into the rhythm and chase down their rivals. You can feel the rumble from here. Superman's in the thick of it, and they're not letting go. It's a battle of wills, and only the strongest will come out on top.
Yeah, it's like the final lap of the Daytona 500. Pedal to the metal, eyes on the prize, and no room for error. This is what racing's all about.
Look at that, they're trading places in every turn, a constant game of cat and mouse. Each driver knows one mistake could cost him dearly.
I'm on the edge of my seat, Rob. The door-to-door action is exhilarating. The bravery required to go side by side like that is something only the best drivers possess.
Muggy has the pedal to the metal chasing Sunrider. This is like the state of origin for Superman, going full tilt, gunning for the top, and not holding back.
And on my end, it's the Super Bowl vibes all over. Inches away from glory, and every move counts. Hold on to your hats, folks, this is racing at its finest.
3 cars, 3 different racing strategies. One driver is defending, while the other 2 are relentlessly attacking. Who will come out on top?
Did we just witness a gambit?
It seems Bob Shotton is recalibrating, now at 5th.
Yes, but they can't give up. There's still plenty of time left in this race, and Bob Shotton needs to stay focused and keep pushing.
Struble, Bob Shotton's taken a bit of a tumble down the order to 7th. Must have missed the memo.
Well, change is the only constant. And in this dance, Bob Shotton is certainly keeping us on our toes with that position shift.
Hold your breath, folks. These drivers are showing exceptional car control, threading the needle through tight corners. It's a battle for supremacy.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. The proximity of these cars is incredible. The precision and trust these drivers have in each other is truly remarkable.
Reminds me of 2 wombats fighting for the best burrow. Close, intense, and unpredictable.
Oh, this is gripping. With every lap, Superman's drawing closer to that lead spot. They're both battling tire to tire.
If I were the leader, I'd be checking my mirrors every blink of an eye. As they speed through backstretch, the Sunrider is relentlessly pursuing Chris Ilju in a high-stakes battle for position.
Rob, last time I saw Sunrider this riled up, there were sparks flying off the trail. Get ready for a showdown.
The tension is palpable. These drivers are showing tremendous respect for each other while going all out. It's a masterclass in clean, hard racing. This is what racing is all about, folks. 3 fearless drivers pushing their machines to the absolute limit, inches apart.
You're absolutely right, Rob. The level of respect these drivers have for each other while pushing their limits is commendable. It's a testament to their professionalism and love for the sport.
It's an intense battle for position as Chris Hill tries to outmaneuver Sunrider. This is edge of your seat racing.
If Chris Ilduck isn't careful, they might end up turning this high-speed chase into a synchronized spinning routine. And trust me, that's not a crowd pleaser.
You ever see a croc stalking its prey? That's the energy Superman's bringing right now, ready to strike when the moment's right.
Kinda reminds me of a linebacker waiting for that perfect moment to make a game-changing tackle. The anticipation is intense, and Superman's not letting up.
The crowd is on its feet as Chris Hill chases down Sunrider through front stretch. Here's the thing about racing, sometimes, it's not just about speed. It's about pressure, mind games, and this, right here, is a masterclass from Superman. Sticking so close to the leader, making him constantly aware of the imminent threat.
Spot on. It's like a shark circling its prey. The leader knows it, we know it, and by the looks of it, Superman is ready for the kill.
This is wheel-to-wheel racing at its finest. The drivers are practically glued together as they fight for every inch of track. It's a battle you don't want to miss.
Exactly, Rob. It's like a high-stakes chess match on wheels. These drivers are analyzing every move and trying to anticipate their opponent's next move. It's a true test of their mental acuity.
G'day viewers, if you're just tuning in, you've picked a ripper of a moment. Superman is in second and they're tailgating the leader. This is edge of your seat stuff.
You bet, Rob. It's like the leader's got a drop bear in the rear-view mirror, lurking, waiting for that perfect moment to drop. Superman is surely smelling opportunity here.
Whoa there, puppy dog from hell is sticking to Sunrider like glue. You reckon Sunrider's feeling the pressure? Cause I sure would.
This is what separates the good from the great. The ability to stay focused and perform under pressure.
The pressure is intense. These three drivers are displaying incredible skill and determination. It's like a high-speed chess match out there.
Absolutely, Rob. The intensity of this battle is unmatched. These drivers are leaving no room for error and showcasing their exceptional racing skills.
Superman's in an exciting position at second. They've been maintaining pace for a few laps now, and with the leader just within a whisper's distance, things are heating up.
Absolutely. I think you would say it's tighter than a kangaroo in a sleeping bag up there. But yet every little decision now is crucial. One slip from the leader and our champ in second might just steal that top spot.
They're going side by side, door handle to door handle. This is as close as it gets, folks. Who will have the courage to outbrake the others? Sorry to cut in here. Oof, Megasaurus 55 misjudged the corner like I misjudged my last relationship. Too fast, too soon.
Seems like Megasaurus 55's off-roading. You know, like my attempts to adult. All over the place.
Superman is locked in, mate. It's like watching a kangaroo chasing down that last bit of green in the outback. Every move is calculated, every turn precise.
You said it, Rob. Over here, it'd be like a quarterback eyeing that end zone in the final seconds. Superman is hungry for that top spot, and you can feel it.
Wow, puppy dog from hell is really pushing hard to catch up to Sunrider. There's blood in the water for third place.
As an experienced driver, I can tell you that puppy dog from hell must be laser focused on Sunrider's every move, looking for the slightest weakness to exploit.
Look at that gap. It's smaller than the difference between Vegemite and Marmite at this point. Superman in second is giving the leader no room to breathe.
Mate, it's so close. I reckon Superman can tell what brand of deodorant the leader's wearing. The next few laps are going to be pure, unadulterated racing magic.
It seems like Superman has got the bit between their teeth, improving on Renault 99's lap time there.
Dang nabbit, Superman's bringing some serious thunder with that lap. Wonder if Renault 99 felt that tremor.
By the looks of it, Bob Shotton in 7th is keen to throw another shrimp on the barbie and crank up the heat on Chris Hill Duke. Hold on to your stubbies. This is like the state of origin for Superman, going full tilt, gunning for the top, and not holding back.
And on my end, it's the Super Bowl vibes all over. Inches away from glory, and every move counts. Hold on to your hats, folks. This is racing at its finest.
We got a close battle as Chris Hill Duke closes in on Bob Shotton.
This is what makes motor racing so exciting. The tension is high and the stakes are even higher. Who will take home the victory? It's too close to call.
It's starting to look like we might get a battle between Chris Duke and Bob Shotton. Let's talk about tire degradation. Hal, how does it affect the car's handling and what do drivers need to do to adapt to the changing conditions?
Tire degradation can significantly impact handling, Rob. As the tires wear, the grip reduces, and drivers need to adjust their braking points, cornering speeds, and throttle application to maintain control of the car.
Hold on to your hats. Chris Duke is gunning for Bob Shotton. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend?
If this battle ends in tears, it could be like watching a high-speed domino effect, but let's hope they keep it clean and avoid any unplanned games.
Reminds me of two wombats fighting for the best burrow. Close, intense, and unpredictable.
Oh, this is gripping. With every lap, Superman's drawing closer to that lead spot. They're both battling tire to tire.
If I were the leader, I'd be checking my mirrors every blink of an eye. Coming into backstretch, the fight for third is heating up. Who will be the first to blink? It's a close race between Chris Duke and Bob Shotton in sixth. Oh, this is getting intense. Puppy Dog from Hell is just behind Sunrider. Here's the thing about racing. Sometimes, it's not just about speed. It's about pressure, mind games, and this, right here, is a masterclass from Superman. Sticking so close to the leader. Breaking update. Well, Bob Shotton's spinning like my life in 2020. Someone get him a map, or a therapist.
Well, slap my head and call me silly. Bob Shotton just made a doozy of a blunder.
Wow, Renault 99 is really pushing hard in these final moments of the race. And that, folks, is how it's done. A solid performance and great win from Renault 99.
And that's why Renault 99 is one of the best in the business. A dominant display of driving from start to finish, leaving the rest of the pack in the dust.
Superman takes second place with a fantastic race. Impressive drive from Sunrider to claim the final spot on the podium. Puppy Dog from Hell and Muggy take fourth and fifth. Followed by Chris Duke in sixth. Megasaurus 55 in eighth. Coming in seventh we have Bob Shotton.